What's going on, guys? Your boy Tag935. We're back again with another guide, and this time it's how to unlock the 3 new schematics that have dropped inside Modern Warfare Zombies. Okay, this includes the dog bone schematic, which helps you spawn in a friendly hellhound. We've got the Dark Aether blade, which is basically the health retriever, and then we've got the golden armor schematic, which basically gives you infinite plates. Now, in order to unlock these schematics, you're going to have to go through several different stages. Now, the first one, we're going to need to go into the Tier 1 Dark Aether. Now, to do this, you're going to want to head to the red zone, and just south of there is a big island with a massive tornado on it, right? You cannot miss this tornado. It is huge, right? Now, just south of that, in the Tier 2 zone, on the edge of the map there is another portal. It's triangular in shape. You can't miss it again. It is highlighted on the map. You're going to want to make your way over to this portal and head on into the Dark Aether. So for the next part of stage 1, then you're going to want to go around and basically complete these seal missions. Alright, now there's 4 locations on the map. They're easily identifiable by these little yellow markers. Each one of these is going to be like a little mini lockdown, and you're going to have to collect souls into these seals in order to complete each one. Now, each one of these relates to an alternate ammo type. The first one you're seeing on screen here is for brain rot. Once completed, you'll see like a little pot of pills on this plinth. Don't worry, you can't pick these items up. It is literally just showing you what you're going to be looking for in stage 2. Now, once you complete that first one, go ahead and move on to the second one, which is napalm. Alright, basically carry on exactly the same as you did before, normal kills until it is completed. Once completed, this will reveal a dog collar. Again, can't pick it up, it's just showing you what you're going to need in stage 2. The third one then is for cryo freeze. Once completed, this is going to show you a leather bound book, which is all covered in like ice and an icy mist. And then the fourth and final one is going to be for dead wire, and this is going to reveal a CCTV camera. Again, like I say, you can't pick this up. It is purely showing you what you're going to be collecting in stage 2. You completed all 4 of the seals, okay, you're going to want to make your way out of the Dark Aether, okay. However, the portal, when you get there, is going to disappear, and instead you're going to have to deal with this giant worm boss, exactly like you did at the end of Act 3 in the story missions. Take care of it exactly as you did before. However, once you've completed this boss, this time you're going to get a reward rift, and in that rift is going to be the leather-bound book covered in an icy mist, okay, which was the item that we were shown when we completed the cryo freeze seal literally a few minutes ago. Pick that up, keep that in your bag, and then go ahead and then exfil from the Dark Aether, and then we're ready to go on to stage 2. Stage 2 is going to require us to find the items that we were shown while doing the seals, okay. The first one's going to require you to have the brain rot ammo type. Go ahead into an ether room and basically shoot one of these cysts once. It'll turn green, interact with it, and you will go ahead and get yourselves the pills. The second thing you're going to need to do is get yourself the dead wire AAT, and you're going to want to find one of the harvester orbs, alright? You're then going to want to go ahead and shoot this harvester orb with that dead wire ammo, and what you'll see is it will change from a purple colour to a yellow colour, okay? When it does that, you're going to want to carry on shooting it until you completely destroy it. Once it's destroyed, it should then drop on the floor the CCTV camera, okay? Once it drops that CCTV camera, go ahead, pick it up, and then we're ready to move on to the next item.
Yeah, the camera's there,
So the final item we need is the dog collar, and to get this we're going to need a Molotov. You're going to want to take that to one of the dog houses in either tier 1, 2 or 3. Drop the Molotov in, it'll spawn in a bad hellhound. You're going to want to simply kill it, and on the floor you'll see the dog collar. Go ahead, pick it up, we're ready to move on. So for the next step then, we're going to want to basically turn these items into golden ones, just like the leather-bound book that we got from the massive worm in the Dark Aether. Now the way we're going to do this is by using the purple rifts that catapult us into the sky. We're then going to parachute over to these rifts that you can see floating. Now there is 3, I know there's only 2 on the screen right there, I'll show you the third one a little bit later on, but basically there'll be 3 rifts, okay, 1 green, 1 red, 1 amber, okay. So the green one is obviously brain rot. When you hit this, okay, you're going to see a contract spawn and fall to the ground. Follow it down and you'll see it's easily identifiable. It's purple, you can't miss it. Once you interact with this, it's going to spawn in a mimic. You're going to want to go and kill this mimic, okay? So this first one is obviously tier 1, so it's going to be dead easy. Glitching Queen, she actually got over there and smashed it before I even had a chance to see it. But the reward rift spawns in, and then what you're going to want to do is interact with that, and then you're going to grab the golden pills from there. So next then you want to do the dead wire one. This is going to be a tier 2 bounty contract. Same thing, parachute over, hit the rift. This is then going to spawn you somewhere near where this contract is going to basically fall to the ground, okay? Follow it down to the ground, once it has landed, go ahead, interact with it, and then obviously you're going to want to complete this bounty contract. Like I said, this is a little bit more difficult. It is obviously tier 2, but this one's going to be a disciple. So yeah, once you've got this contract activated, go ahead, find the disciple, take care of it, and again, as you'll see on screen in a second, when you interact with the reward rift, you're going to see the CCTV camera, but this time it's going to be gold, and that's exactly what we need. Pick that up and we're ready to move on to the third and final item. So as I said before, the third and final item is the dog collar, and obviously this was napalm, so we've got a red rift. Okay, like I said, we'd already done the other two, so by the time I got around to this one, it was on its own. All right, but if you had all three of the items, you would see all three rifts, and you can obviously do them in whichever order you feel like. All right, now point to note here, this is going to take you straight into the tier 3 zone. Right, so if you are not prepared, if you don't have perks, if you don't have guns, if you're not set up, this could be a little bit tricky. All right, as you can see on screen here, I literally only had tombstone and jug. That was it. All right, and the only gun I had was a ray gun, so no PhD, so splash damage was a real issue. But this bounty contract is going to be for manglers. Okay, now this is going to spawn in like 5 to 6 manglers. They are pretty tanky, they're going to take some killing. All right, but yeah, go ahead, take out the one that is obviously the bounty one. Once you've done this and you've killed it, it is going to obviously spawn in that reward rift, and inside there is going to be the golden dog collar, and then we are ready to move on to the next stage. The time of filming this, okay, this is by far and away the most difficult step of this whole like Easter egg and part of getting these schematics. All right, it's not supposed to be. This is actually probably one of the easiest steps. Okay, all you're supposed to do is go up to one of these like plimps that you can see here. There's going to be 4, okay? Each one of them has a symbol, okay? One for brain rot, one for cryo freeze, one for dead wire, one for napalm, all right? And what you're going to need to do is place on these plimps the items that we have just collected and made gold, okay? So again, for brain rot, you're going to be wanting to place the pills down. For cryo, you're going to want to place the leather book. For dead wire, you're going to want to place down the CCTV. And obviously for napalm, you're going to want to place down the dog collar. Now the problem at the moment that we're having, and this is, I think this is known by Treyarch, so I'm guessing they'll fix this. At the moment, you can't simply walk up to the plinth and just interact with it. Each one of these plinths has the most tiniest of sweet spots in order to get the interaction icon to pop up, which will then allow you to place the items, okay? And in some cases, even if you do get the interact option to come up, it still won't actually let you place the item. It's so buggy, it is unreal. But as you can see from here, I am literally moving the most microscopic amounts. And as you can see, they only flashed up for a split second. And then with a little bit of tweaking, I can get it to stay there. Now for this one, it actually wouldn't let me open it, which was a bit of a pain, but I'm literally just putting this in here so you can see how difficult it is and how small those movements need to be in order to get these to actually trigger. All right, so this is probably the most difficult part of this entire Easter egg. It will get patched, it will get fixed, but in the meantime, like I say, at the time of watching this video, this is the situation we're in. All right, so just try your best. It took us the best part of 30 minutes in order to get this step done, but yeah, if you carry on watching now, you'll see we do get it finished. We do manage to place the items down, and then this will actually spawn in another portal.
Oh, I've got it. Hang on. It's done. Yeah, done.
This ain't good. I've got no ammo.
So once you've spawned in this portal, okay, you're going to end up having to take care of a mega abomination. All right, now it's much the same as the other mega abominations. This one's maybe slightly stronger, not massively, maybe not even at all, I don't know, but basically you're just going to want to take care of it. Now triple pack weapons legendary would be more than enough. However, if you want to make light work of it, bring in a juggernaut and just absolutely laser it. Right, now once you've done this, okay, it's going to spawn in a reward rift. Now this reward rift is going to have inside it a sigil. All right, you're going to want to collect that, and this is what we're going to use to open up the portal to get us into the tier 2 Dark Aether. So again, once you've interacted with this portal and you've turned it on, before you head on in, you're going to want to make sure you've got all your perks, all your weapons, and everything's all set up ready to go, because obviously we are going to be going into the next stage of that Dark Aether. So once inside the Dark Aether, you're going to see 3 Mr. Peaks dolls sat under the archway, and as soon as you get too close to them, it's going to basically scatter them across the map, all right, to 3 locations. It's the same locations every map, so don't worry, go to these locations, you'll find them. The first one's going to be where you were doing the seal for brain rot. Head up onto the roof and you'll see it on this corner here. Go ahead, interact with it. Once interacted with it, it's going to basically start an ether reactor contract. Go ahead, complete this contract like you would do exactly the same in Urzikstan in the big map. Just literally go through, interact with the rockets, blow them up, and then keep going until you finish all 3. Once you finish the 3rd and final one, you're going to get a reward rift. When you go up to this reward rift, you're going to find inside there some cool items. You might even find a dog bone, something like that. But what you're going to want to be collecting and making sure you pick up is the Elder Sigil, okay? This is what we're going to need to get ourselves into the tier 3 Dark Aether. You're only going to need one of these, all right? Now, I'm not sure if every single contract gives you one, but so far when we've done it, we've got one from every single time, all right? So go ahead, do as many contracts as it takes to get you at least one of these sigils, okay? So the next location, as you saw there for the Mr. Peaks, was on the back of that bus, all right? Go ahead, interact with that, and you're going to have an Outlast contract. Exactly the same as you do on the normal map. Go ahead, complete this. You're going to get another reward rift that's going to spawn in, and again, you should get yourself in there an Elder Sigil, amongst other things that are pretty cool to collect, all right? So yeah, go ahead, pick up that Elder Sigil, and you're ready to move on. The 3rd and final Mr. Peaks location is actually on the battlements over here at the side of Al Bagra Fortress. Go ahead, interact with this. Now this is going to be the basically the escort mission for the vehicle. Now in this gameplay, we actually failed this on the first run, which was a little bit rubbish, but you know, it is what it is. But obviously if you can complete this, then that will give you, I'm guessing, that 3rd Elder Sigil. But like I said, you only need one. So if you want to go in there, you get one contract done and then just simply get that one Elder Sigil that you need in order to open that tier 3 portal, then yeah, fine, crack on, do that. Because like I say, you only need one of those sigils. So once you've completed all 3 of the contracts, or you're happy you've got the sigils you need, however many that be, 1, 2, 3, whatever it is you need, you're going to then want to obviously exfil out of the Dark Aether, right? Now, this time what you're going to want to do is find the portals. Now, I have been told that there is one potentially up on the roof. I don't know. I've not seen that one. But if you follow the route I've just taken here, underground inside Bagra Fortress, follow this exact route, you're going to find a portal here on the right-hand side. Go ahead, interact with it, and that'll be you out of the Dark Aether. So now we're going to be moving on to stage 3, the final stage. This is where it gets good. This is where we're going to be getting ourselves those schematics, all right? Take that Elder Sigil, interact with the portal where it gives you the prompt, and then we're going to want to head inside to the tier 3 Dark Aether, okay? So same thing applies. Make sure you got your perks, make sure you've got all your guns leveled up and everything else like that. Again, when you spawn into the tier 3 Dark Aether, you're going to find 3 Mr. Peaks under the archway. They're going to scatter across the map into the exact same locations, all right? So they're not going to be anywhere different. So just head straight over to the same locations I showed you previously. They're going to be exactly there, and they're going to be the exact same contracts, all right? So as you can see here, Ether Reactor contract, interact with the Mr. Peaks, and then go ahead and smash out these contracts exactly as you would do normally. So like I said, complete the contract exactly as you would do normally, and then obviously a reward rift will spawn in. The only difference is now is we are guaranteed to get one of those 3 new schematics that came with Modern Warfare Zombies Season 1. As you can see here, we're lucky enough to get the bone schematic, so yeah, happy days. Now if you want to, you could just go ahead and exfil at this point and get that schematic nice and safe and into your stash. However, if you're feeling brave or you've got plenty of time, go ahead, go straight on to the next contract. You can actually get all 3 schematics in one game, which is what me and my team here did. We managed to get all 3 schematics out in a one-er. So yeah, as you can see here, we're about to do the escort mission, and this time we actually managed to get it. We were successful, and as a result, we got the golden armor schematic.
I've started it.
Come on. Did we get it? Did we get it?
I think we done it.
Oh my god.
Objective complete. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
That is hardest. We did it.
Oh my god,
Yes, we got the golden plate schematic.
So as you can see here, we then roll on to the 3rd contract by going to the bus, and obviously this one's now going to be the Outlast contract. So yeah, go ahead, complete this as you would do normally, and as you'll see on screen here in a minute, once we complete it, we are going to go and get ourselves another reward rift, and inside here will be probably, in my opinion, the best schematic of all of the new schematics to be added, and that is for the Dark Aether Blade. This thing is ridiculous. It's like the Hell's Retriever. It's so OP. The regen rate on it is ridiculous. It spawns back in so quick. It's absolutely unreal, all right? But anyway, once you've got all your schematics that you want, go ahead, make your way to the exfil point. As you can see on screen here, it's exactly the same as the tier 2. Make your way underneath Albagra. Over here on the right hand side, you'll find the portal, exfil, and that is it. You're going to have those schematics out in your bag and good to go. Like I said, here's some footage now of me using the Dark Aether blade. I mean, it deals pretty good damage to the abomination. It literally absolutely shreds zombies. It is so ridiculously OP. It is unbelievable. But yeah, guys, I hope that's helped you out. It is a long, convoluted way of doing things. It is what it is. I hope I've been as concise as I could with this. If I have helped you out at all, please go ahead, smash that like button. If you're new around here, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on notifications for any future uploads, and I will see you all on the next one. So yeah, till then, take care, much love, and peace.